This video is related to the video that Fake Sagan did, the questions Fake Sagan did, and one of the questioners was My Kingdom 666, who was asking where would we be if religion had never existed and we had only used science. I kind of hate to admit it, but religion had to happen first. Religion is a byproduct of us being able to ask questions. If we never achieved consciousness, self-awareness, we would never ask what is the reason for that. We would never ask why does that big sound come right after the flash of light. We would never imagine that it has an emotion to it. We would never be able to anthropomorphize any kind of action, like lightning being angry sounding or scary sounding. We would just go, oh, it's a sound, and react and go. We wouldn't, if we didn't have self-awareness, religion or science, both would never have come into existence. So religion is a byproduct of consciousness, just as science is a byproduct of consciousness. But as far as would we be able to have science without religion, if we had just jumped straight into science and skipped over religion, and I don't think that was possible. Phil Hellenes, hope I'm saying that right, Phil Hellenes, did a video about that where he was saying that without any knowledge or facts, you can't have, he was actually going with something a little bit different, but without facts, all you're going to have is a kind of religion. You're going to have, which to me, religion is a science. It was just the first science, and the problem now is that it's the science that's not answering the questions anymore. We now have more facts, we have more knowledge base, and the beliefs and conclusions that religion came to are now being disputed. And you get the same thing in the science world where you have one belief, and when somebody else comes up with another theory, it's going to butt heads. Unfortunately, religion is a little more nutty, and has accepted the fact that there's things that are just unknowable, whereas science knows that almost everything is eventually going to be knowable, given enough time and effort. But religion had to happen. It was the first science. If you have no facts, and you have a question, and you're conscious and are able to ask the question, you're going to either be uncomfortable and just not know the answer, which that never happens with us. We either find out the answer or we make shit up. That's how we cope mentally with being a tool-using creature. We have to figure something out, so we just make something up until it's proven wrong. And then a rational person that doesn't have an emotional attachment to a belief will go, oh, well, now I found out I'm wrong, so now I'll go with that, or with the new theory. So religion had to happen. There couldn't have been science, today's science, without first going through religion. It was a step in the process. That's just an offshoot of consciousness and asking questions. The problem with it now is it's a science that no longer works for us. We have better science, and it's time for religion to step aside for the new gods, the gods of knowledge.